Hello, I'm FX Toycat, and in today's survival project, I'm going to be draining an ocean. And usually when you hear people say drain an ocean, you assume ocean monument, because that's a useful project that can make a guardian farm. But no, what I mean when I say that is I have this huge swath of my Minecraft world that's covered in this blue, annoying wet stuff. For real, it's everywhere, and I just hate water because it's damp, it's smooth, and it gets everywhere. And even worse than that is the fact that, as you can see, if you spend enough time in it, it genuinely starts to murder you. Why do we all want this blue murdery liquid? I know I don't, and that's why I'm going to be using 1,000 sponges and tens of thousands of gravel blocks to turn this into a lovely dry land instead. Fast forward 20 hours though, and all of a sudden, the ocean is looking a lot drier. So yeah, I really did spend about 20 hours on live streams, placing sponges, sand, gravel, just everything I needed to get rid of it, and the results are really impressive. Even more interesting, by the way, is the fact that apparently this ocean is mostly a jungle biome, which means that we're getting this really nice green grass, and it looks like this otherworldly thing, and almost looks like New Mountain Generation, except we're going super deep down. It took a long time to do, but it's very satisfying, but it's not done yet, right? There's still other projects that need to be worked on, like this. In case you're wondering, by the way, this is a giant glass wall I've installed around a chunk, because although draining the ocean is fun, it's starting to look more and more like it's just always been this way, a giant valley, and I feel like having the glass which preserves at least one chunk of the natural ocean is really starting to show what an amazing job we've done around it. Also, yes, just for that one transition and that one line, I did do 5 hours of draining around it, and you can see the progress as it's happening now. It really is starting to be very satisfying, as well as a huge amount of effort. I mean, removing one of these is like 16 bits of gravel now. I love that you can see the fish swimming around in an ocean that used to be over 100 times that size, and now it's a fish tank effectively. I just enjoy it so much, and that's why, you know, even though we're over 24 hours in to draining at this point, and you can watch that in an entire playlist if you don't believe it, I'm actually going to be going even further because I want this to be a little bit of a monument in the middle of nowhere, which means a lot more water is be removed that way. So in case you're curious about the strategy I'm using to drain this ocean and why it's making such specific lines in the sand, the reason is that I placed giant walls of gravel about 3 blocks apart on each axis. So as you can see, they make this kind of 3 wide corridor right here, and then what I do is I grab some dirt and I place that alongside it in big 3 wide rows, again, going 3 blocks apart each time. So here is 1 row of dirt, and then we go 3 blocks down and we place another one of these. And again, by going exactly 3 blocks each time, we're really maximizing the range that each individual sponge actually has, and then when we place the sponges down, they remove a huge amount of ocean at one time, as you can see, and then if we want to remove ocean from below it, we can do the exact same thing. Remove the ocean, and yeah, as a result, it's very easy to get a huge amount. See, it does nothing when it's there, but it does a lot when it's there. You can get rid of a huge amount of ocean relatively quickly, and the only downside, if you can even call it one, is that these huge gravel walls are left behind, which of course do a huge amount of damage to my shovel, because removing these takes a lot of time, right? You gotta manually go in there. Except, no you don't, because one of my favorite tips in Minecraft is you remove a gravel block, you place a torch, and then the magic happens, and then you do the exact same thing over and over again. And if you get fast enough at this, which I feel like you can just about do, you can have this continuous series of falling gravel, and again, it's one of the most efficient ways to break a block. That's why I used gravel for this. You actually might be questioning why I didn't use sand for this, and the simple explanation is that I feel like gravel is a much more underused block. People love to use sand because sand always gives you sand when you break it, but I decided to use gravel because, you know what, doing it this way will give me the occasional bit of flint. It mostly gives me gravel, but it does give me the occasional bit of flint, and I have a theory that at some point the flint is going to be useful in the future. Right now it's basically the fletching table, and then it's crafting arrows, and then maybe a flint and steel. I feel like there's going to be some later use, I just can't tell you what that is. So as you can see, you remove a whole wall of gravel that quickly, and then the space gets this much more open, and now imagine doing that over some number of hours. By the way, for more proof that this is really starting to seem like a normal biome, 2 sheep died here to what seems like it's actually a baby wolf. Man, you're a mean baby wolf. But yeah, here is what the ocean looks like at the 24-hour mark. And here it is again, 27 hours of work later. And yeah, we're so far into this project that what even is the difference between 24 and 27? I wouldn't say there is one, but at this point I'm starting to set some boundaries on where the ocean draining ends and goes, because we can keep going as long as there is stuff over there. But this is, we're reaching the point where we're reaching the ocean I actually do care about, because this mostly is ice and therefore useful. I just use the surface of it. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do just a few more of these, rows over there, and then I'm going to build myself a lovely ice wall, because I think an ice wall would look really cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have an actual defined finish point on each of the sides, and then from there we should have this beautiful drained ocean that actually is an art installation. But we'll see after we finish this tonight, of course. Although, I say tonight, it's long in the past for you watching this video now. I hope no one's watching and is like, wait, are you telling me this 27 hours of work didn't all happen 5 minutes before I clicked this video? But if that is you, I'm sorry. I mean, that is totally what happened. And yeah, we're going to be able to put some finishing touches on once we reach that stage. So I'm currently in the middle of a live stream where I am, of course, removing said water. And I'm about to do one of my favorite bits of this entire thing, because we're going to take the map, which currently looks like this. Oh, that was weird. Wait, that's on the wrong side, right? Oh, that's over there that this has changed. So, look, oh, as we move there, oh, you can literally watch the ocean drain on the map. That is so beautiful. Okay, that's cool. I like that. And then this one happens the same. Just instantly drains up all the way to the ice wall. And this one happens the same, just instantly. That is actually pretty cool. Yeah, that is how much ocean we drained. We drained a whole map. Actually, this is like a half map. Although this is a half map as well. And then also it extends further forward. You know, it's a whole mess. But yeah, it's very, very cool to look at, in my opinion. And now it looks like this, and it looks like this. And then these ones are also gonna have to change. Yeah, should we do that now? I think we should. Look at the way the land just extends into the ocean at a very strange angle. I do have to say I like it. But there are more maps to be changed. Okay, let's look at them, chat. Let's see how the map changes. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. This used to be so snowy when I last went over there. And this one, ooh, yeah, I like that too. Just flips the switch. It's all gone. It's done. There's a weird circle there, but that's definitely been there before. And now we go back. And now they look like this and this. There's just a lovely square of the ocean that is now drained and looks like... Again, you can tell that it's ocean from the way the block... Like, it almost looks like an end with some weird grass on there. I like... There's some dirt as well that hasn't yet been turned. Eventually it will be. It's very, very cool to look at on the map. But let's go look at it in person. And so now we have officially drained this entire section of ocean. Well over 500,000 blocks of water are now air, and we even built a lovely ice wall at the very edge right there, something I really enjoy. And now that the project is done, the video is over, except actually, you know, I feel like we should do just a few finishing touches to the area. I think it's beautiful now, you know, before all of the grass finishes spreading, but I also think that this collection of water in the middle would be much prettier if instead of just going down to where the water used to be, it went all the way down much further below that. Because, again, it's cool to see this preserved section of ocean, but the deeper we dig that area, the more impressive it all looks. Maybe. We'll find out after we do it, I guess. So yeah, I'm digging below this chunk, basically all the way to the ground. I think I might stop here at Y14, because, like, without the conduit effect to help me out, I mean, what's even the point? Look at this. I have to float up a few blocks to get this conduit effect and do this instant mining. So yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to break the ceiling, and we're going to see what that does. I guess I'm going to have a little hole here that goes all the way down to the center. You know, we have to have that, just for my curiosity. Diamonds! See? It all works out in the end anyway, because we get some diamond ore. This is some very old diamond ore, I'll admit, but it is diamond ore. It counts all the same. And then we dig down a few blocks below that, and what do we find? We find bedrock. Oh, we find gravel. And so this is the moment that I take my hole, which is currently just a chunk of ocean, and then I make it even deeper than that, because I spent about an hour and a half digging this hole that I'm now going to let the water fall into. Honestly, because I've got a conduit in here, it might have made sense to just dig it anyway, but every single block we dig now will let water down into the hole, and we'll start filling this, which is my whole reason here. I want to make this one chunk of ocean that does exist super, super, super deep, and just you watch me as I do that, because it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, here we are now with the finished version of the project. As you can see, it is a very big hole with very little water in it, except the little bit of water we do have, this one chunk over here, has now been dug all the way down. Also, I trimmed off a lot of the edge of this ice ball to make it more impressively vertical, and I think that does do a lot for it, just like how, as you can see, this big hole really is something to look at. I don't know why, I really do enjoy looking down this thing. I mean, you can't see from inside of it, but it is a very big hole filled with a lot of water, and I think that's interesting. And the only other fluid that I have filling big holes is over here, because as you can see, I put a little bit more lava into my big lava pipe. I don't think it yet fully looks like it's actually lava being drilled out of the ocean and coming over there, but still, we've got a little bit of progress being made right there. But overall, this is the project. I really do enjoy it. I also love that just next to this is the paranoia house, the house that's designed to be as resistant to all this stuff as possible. So it's just kind of fun to me that, like, around the paranoia house, slowly the environment has been destroyed. There's probably something in there that we can take for the future. But for now, all I can say is that I hope you all enjoyed this project video. I love to turn what is, inevitably 30-something hours of effort into, just a short video like this for you to enjoy. And if you enjoy them, just consider hitting subscribe, maybe turning on those notifications so you can see more of these videos, because I thought this was a lot of fun. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to just start draining more and more ocean. Like, it took me 30 hours, but you've got to admit, the more we drain, the more impressive it gets. But I have to just do everything I can to resist and say, no, don't do that. It's not a good idea. And so, I'll do precisely that, but I don't know how long I can resist draining this whole ocean. But anyway, hope you'll enjoy the video, because I'll see you next time. Goodbye.